One of the main challenges for us creators is to come up with new content ideas all the time so we can follow an upload schedule and show up for our audience consistently. The fear of lack of ideas is something that holds back many new creators to even get started. More often than not, this is caused by not having the right tools or systems in place to write down ideas when they come to you. So in this video, I want to show you my process and how I keep track of my ideas, what I use for my ideas list and video content calendar, so that when it's time for me to create a new video, I never run out of content ideas. Now, this video is not about how to come up with content ideas. If you want a video like that, then let me know in the comments below. When I started uploading consistently to YouTube almost a year ago, I was really afraid that I would run out of content ideas really quickly. But what I noticed is that once you start taking this thing seriously, then you kind of remain within that mindset of constantly looking for new ideas for new videos, and that's when they start coming to you. So you want to make sure that you write them down in that moment. Ideas come to us in the weirdest and most impractical moments. In the shower, while we're making food, or during exercise. For me, it usually happens right when I go to bed, when my phone is out of reach. But I know that if I don't write them down right away, I will not remember them. If you are a part-time creator like me, you don't have a lot of time to brainstorm ideas. You know, we gotta be efficient with the time we have. So when we do sit down to work on our next video or blog post, it's really helpful to have a pool of ideas ready to go. Ideally, it's not only a place where you write down your ideas, but where you can further brainstorm, script, and schedule your ideas into your content pipeline or content calendar, even if you're not ready yet to fully execute that idea. When I first started with my channel, I had a very simple ideas list in Evernote, basically just like a blank note where I would just add dot points for each idea. However, that wasn't very structured, and if I wanted to expand on an idea and write down a few more thoughts, it would get messy really quickly. Then I started using Millernote, which is a note-taking app I really love. It's basically a board where you can add notes, images, to-dos, and you can move everything around freely. I used it for probably the first 6 months of uploading videos to my channel, and I really enjoyed it because you can build templates that you can use for each video, which is really handy. But I found that it wasn't ideal for scheduling content or creating and filtering by content categories. It also doesn't have an iPad app, and I sometimes like working on my iPads on ideas and scripts. If you're interested in how I used Millernote for my YouTube workflow, check out the video up here. I still love using Millernote for visual planning. So if I need to create a mood board for a photo shoot or other more visual tasks such as brand boards or storyboards, I would always use Millernote for that. For my YouTube ideas list and content pipeline, I now use Notion. Notion is a fantastic note-taking app that is very powerful. And the best thing about Notion is that it's free for personal use. Because there's so much you can do, I found it a bit scary and overwhelming at first, but once I got used to it and set up my lists and templates, I now really love it. What I like about Notion is that your ideas list can be your content calendar at the same time because of all the additional infos you can add, and you can switch between different views. I don't want to have to juggle 7 different lists. One for ideas, one for scheduling, one for scripting. In Notion you can have it all in one, which is great. You can also create tags for your content, add files, dates, and build templates that you can use for each content piece. Okay, let's jump into Notion so I can show you how I have it all set up. I will show you how I use it for YouTube, but obviously you can adapt it to any kind of content. I, for example, have a similar setup for my newsletter, but you can also use it for Instagram content or blogs, really whatever your heart desires. The template that I'm going to show you is linked in the description below. It's really easy to set up, but you can download it there in case you want to use it for your own content planning. All right, so now we are here in Notion, and this is basically my homepage for everything relating to my channel. I have all these different top level pages, and I can go in here, and then there are a couple of sub pages, and it can basically go deeper and deeper into each of these notebooks, if you will. You also have the sidebar here where you can navigate between your notes, but for this video we're only going to focus on the YouTube videos page, and I have a copy up here because mine is a little bit messy and I cleaned this up. So this is basically my simple setup for my content calendar and for my ideas list. So the first column is the title of the video, the second is the status, so where I say it's at the idea stage, or I'm scripting the video, filming, editing, it's completed but not published yet, or it's up on the channel. Then I have the content category column where I basically determine what content pillar the video falls into. The publish date, this is where I schedule the videos onto my content calendar, and the video number, which helps me with the order of the videos and the sorting in this table, and a thumbnail column where I just mark off for which videos I have already created thumbnails. Alright, so down here you see that these are all the videos that are already published and up on my channel, and then up here are the video ideas that I am currently working on. Alright, so if I have a new idea and I want to add it to the table, what I usually do is I just go in here, and I can do that on my phone, on my iPad, or here on the computer. And then I just go to the bottom of the table and I just throw in a new video idea. This would mark this as idea. Let's say this is related to productivity. And we do want to schedule that, so I'm just going to see what's the last video number, so 46, so the next one is 45, so this is 46 now, and the last long form video is on the 21st of October, so this would be scheduled for the 28th. Okay, so now that we scheduled this here, I want to see what it looks like on the calendar itself, and for that I've created a YouTube calendar view. So if we go over here, we see where all these videos are placed on the calendar itself, and I'm currently trying to have a long form video go up every Thursday and a short on Sundays, and then you could go into each of these videos from here as well, but this is a really nice view to sort of see what's coming up on the calendar. All right, let's go back to the table. Now that we scheduled this video, I now want to work on one of the ideas and add more notes into the video idea or start writing the script. So for that, I would open this as a page, do full screen, and then you see here, these are basically the properties from the table. So the status, content category, you can change it in the table or over here. And then down here I have two video templates available to me. And this is a long form video, so I would go with this new YouTube video template. And then this loads this template up. The video template that I'm using is basically a combination from templates that I got from Ali Abdaal from one of his Notion videos and from Matt Diavella's master YouTube course. So I sort of took inspiration from those two creators and built my own template that works best for me. And one really important section is the first one here, which is the initial notes. So when I add a video idea to this table or to my ideas list, then often I just want to throw in a few random notes that come to mind when the idea first comes up, but I don't want to start scripting yet. So this is where I would just throw in the random notes that will then later help me build the story or write the script. Then I have a few other sections here that help me structure the video, identify the value of the video, some title ideas, an opener text, and then the different talking points, which really help me structure the video into different sections, and then the call to action and outro. This is sort of like the outlining section of the video before I go into the actual script. Then I have a section for tags and keywords. So what keywords do I want to target with this video? Resources and inspiration, where I would add other videos or articles that I've read. You can all embed this here into your notes. And then down here is the script section. So this is the intro with, you see this block with the red border here. That is basically a synced content block, and that shows up in each of my different video pages. because that's the intro that's always going to be the same, and that's why I added this here as a synced block. Then I have this main portion of the video, and this is where I would start scripting it, and I'd have different headlines basically for A-roll, B-roll, B-roll with voiceover, and B-roll with graphics. And then at the end, then my final thoughts and my call to action, which is basically the outro of the video. And then down here I have the shot list. This is where I collect all the shots that I need for B-roll, A-roll, so that I know what I need to create and what I need to film. Okay, let me quickly show you what my short template looks like. So we go here into the short, and then instead of new YouTube video, we click new short, and then it loads up the template. And this is really, really simple. So it just has an initial notes section before I script the video, just if I have some ideas I want to add to this. The script, it's only a 30-60 second video, so I don't need a lot of sections for these notes, and then the shot list here at the bottom. And that's basically the two different templates that I work with within my ideas list or content calendar. And what I really like as well is that I have assigned different emojis to the template, so that way I can identify very easily in the table if it's a short or a long form video, and that also carries over here to the calendar itself. All right, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you for creating an ideas list or content pipeline here in Notion. And that is my simple Notion setup, where I collect all my ideas and basically do all my content planning for my YouTube channel. I hope you found this helpful. Again, I've included the link to my template in the description below in case you want to check that out and use it for your own content pipeline. I'm also curious, do you currently have an ideas list? And if yes, what are you using for it? I'm kind of obsessed with anything that can help me be more productive. So if there's anything that you think I should try out, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. As always, like the video and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and do all the things. I say this so casually, but I really do appreciate all the support. It really makes a difference. If you want to learn more about the apps and tools I use for my YouTube channel, check out the playlist up here. I'm filming this video on the last day of lockdown here in Sydney, so hopefully I can bring you some more videos from outside again, maybe a few vlogs. Wouldn't that be exciting? Thanks so much again. Take care.